We are 1,800 miles away from the southern border, and the American citizens are not safe because of failed immigration policies. This is the second time in just 2 years that an innocent Harford County woman has lost her life to a criminal in our country illegally. Victor Hernandez did not come here to make a better life for himself or for his family. He came here to escape the crime he committed in El Salvador. He came here and murdered Rachel.
Police making an arrest in the shocking murder of a Maryland mother of 5, Rachel Morin, who was killed on a popular hiking trail last year. Illegal immigrant Victor Antonio Martinez Hernandez was apprehended on Friday. He came to the U.S. in February of 2023 from El Salvador, where he allegedly killed another woman. Joining us now with more is Fox News contributor and retired acting ICE director Tom Homan. Of course, there's the outrage of this because all of these are preventable if we had a real policy. But it also, if we knew he crossed, Tom, presumably he was vetted at some level or at least had an interaction with law enforcement and they cleared him to take some sort of a bogus asylum claim. Your takeaway from this?
That's because this secretary continues to lie to the American people, saying these people are totally vetted. They're only vetted against the information that's available to us. We don't have information from El Salvador and criminal history. When they vet them, that means they're running against NCIC. So if they have been arrested in the United States, we may find something. If they're part of a terrorism investigation, we may find something. And you and I both know most terrorists in this world aren't found in any database. Yeah. This is this administration. And I know, Pete, I'm just disgusted. When's enough enough? And every week we talk about a story like this, and most of them you don't even know about because the sanctuary cities won't share nationality information. So this happens a hell of a lot more than you and I talk about, but I'm disgusted. I'm finished with it. At what point is enough enough? How many Americans got to die? How many angel moms and dads do we got to have? How many 300 families we called today saying their child died of fentanyl overdose? 600% increase in sex trafficking. A record number of no suspected terrorists. When is enough enough that this administration will be held accountable?
Well, not only is this administration not being held accountable, Tom, and they certainly haven't said enough is enough. They're soon going to fast forward for a new asylum policy. There's reports out that Biden, the administration, is planning to offer a pathway to legal status to illegals who've lived in the U.S. for more than 10 years. The announcement could come as soon as Tuesday. So, and that only creates more incentive for other people to come here illegally. So they're tripling down on this, Tom.
You're exactly right. This is another giveaway program. And they wonder, look, 90% of these people get order removed because they don't qualify for asylum. It's asylum fraud. But they're not going to leave because they're going to hang around. They'll hide out for the next giveaway, whether it's amnesty, whether it's DACA, whether it's this parole in place. It's disgusting. Parole in place doesn't even exist. They're twisting the statute like they twisted the parole statute to bring millions of people across the border. They twisted the deferred action statute to create DACA. Now they're twisting the statute so it's unrecognizable to let hundreds of thousands of people stay, which is going to act as an incentive. And you know, you got people like Blas Nunez, who was the immigration advisor to Secretary Mayorkas. He did a great job there. He did such a great job. Now he's at the White House being that immigration advisor. Well, I'll send him a message. When President Trump walks back in the White House in January, if I go back, I promise you, every one of these pros in place will be revoked on day one because we will be a system of laws. We won't ignore the law. We won't break the law. We will enforce the law.
It's a staggering number, Tom. You know this. I mean, it's for the parole in place. It's yet another sort of Orwellian phrase that tries to make something look different than it is. There are 1.1 million unauthorized immigrants, illegal immigrants, married to U.S. citizens. That's just one portion of this. It's going to be a Herculean task to address it. How long would something like that take? Would it be the entire administration of Donald Trump?
Look, you can revoke these pros in place on day one because it's not a legal. It's not a legal position. So, yeah, they can create a pro in place and twist that pro statute every which way but Sunday, which is illegal. But we also have the authority to revoke those pros in place, arrest these people and deport them. We got to have consequences. And people want to attack President Trump all you want, but when he had illegal immigration down 90%, when 90% less people are coming, how many women weren't being sexually assaulted by the cartels? While you and I are talking right now, Pete, women are being sexually assaulted by the criminal cartels. We're going to have a child die on the border tonight. 300 families will get called today saying their child died of fentanyl overdoses because of this open border. We have to secure the border and save lives.
And they say this is a humane policy, which is the biggest bunch of garbage I've ever heard. Tom Homan, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
You got it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.